Good morning to Madam and my friends. I'm from Group 12 and my name is Clarissa, and my friends who are presenting with me are Sharumali, Sophia and Damia. We have two cases, and the problem statement of our first case is the water distribution system. We will have to design a water distribution system using an arithmetic sequence to distribute a limited water supply, which according to the tank capacity, which is known as our X variable, across n houses, which the n here is known as the variable for the houses, by ensuring the total water distributed does not exceed the tank's capacity. We'll have to evaluate the system's effectiveness based on water distribution per house and system parameters. Our problem statement for the second case here is about the waste management facility. So we will have to model a waste management system where waste production increases over time following a geometric sequence. We'll have to determine the total waste produced after a set number of years, which is here known as the n variable, and evaluate if the facility can handle the increasing waste, and we will have to also suggest improvements if needed. That's all from me, and we will be followed up by my other group members. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nur Afifah Sofia binti Ma'azi. Today I will present about a fila table. A fila table is a table um, that lists fact, ideas, learning issues, or action plan or resource needed. Okay, for the fact, the engineer must design a water distribution and a waste management system for a new housing project. The second one, the water distribution follow an arithmetic sequence with each house receiving less water than the previous one. And for the third one, waste generation increase yearly following a geometric sequence as the population grow. Okay, for the ideas is a reason of the fact. Okay, the water distribution system need to ensure no house is left without water. The second one, adjustment can be made by changing the tank size, the rate of water decrease, or the number of houses. For the third one, waste management facilities must be scaled based on population growth to handle increasing waste. Okay, for the learning issues is how do arithmetic and geometric sequence model the distribution of water and waste. For the water distribution, in arithmetic sequence, each term decrease or increase by a constant difference. For the waste generation, for the waste distribution, waste generation grow with population following a geometric sequence where each year's waste output increase by a constant ratio. Okay, for the second one, how can formula for sequence and series be applied to ensure total water use does not exceed the tank capacity? The total water distribute to all houses must not exceed the water tank capacity. The sum of water distributed can be calculated using the formula for the sum of arithmetic series. Okay. What adjustments are necessary to keep the system sustainable as the population grows? Water distribution adjustment could include increasing tank capacity to provide for additional houses, or reduce the rate of decrease, ensure equitable distribution. For the waste management, scaling up the waste management facility based on projected population growth, or introducing waste reduction strategy like recycling or composting to slow the growth rate. Okay, for the action plan or resource needed, we choose formula for arithmetic and geometric sequence to apply to the distribution model. The second one, calculate the parameter in initial water supply, rate of decrease, tank capacity, waste increase rate to ensure the system of efficient. And for the third one, evaluate possible adjustment by experimenting with a different values for tank capacity, distribution rate, and population growth projection. Okay, thank you.
Okay, now I'm presenting about solution. First, water distribution system. Use an arithmetic sequence to distribute water where the water distributed to each house decreases by a fixed amount, which is D, starting from first house, which is A1. Ensure the total water distributed, which is Sn, does not exist the tank capacity, which is X, by adjusting the parameters: number of houses, which is N; initial water, which is A1, or the decrement per house, which is D. Evaluate the system's effectiveness by balancing the water distribution, fairness across houses, and maintaining the total water within capacity. Okay, the second case is waste management faculty. Model waste production growth using a geometric sequence where the waste increases annually by a fixed growth ratio, which is R, starting from initial weight, which is W1. Calculate the total waste produced over the years, which is Sn, and compare it with the faculty's capacity. If the weight exceeds capacity, suggest expanding the faculty or improving efficiency to manage the increasing waste load effectively.
Now we are on discussion part. For water distribution system, we use arithmetic sequence. For the first step is define the system. Second, check sufficiency of the tank. Second, calculation using Sn. Using the formula Sm. The fourth step is adjust parameter if needed. And 5, if the tank was insufficient, we have to decrease N1 or increase D or reduce N or increase X. The last step is effectiveness of the system. Advantages: the system ensure equitable distribution with larger household, reserving more water. It's adaptable to different tank capacity. Drawbacks: the system may lead to shortage for households reserving larger amount. It's common difference is too large. Now for water management facility, we use geometric sequence. The first step is a capacity check. The facility needs to process a total 7,4401.6 kilo over 5 years. In the 5 year alone, it must process 2,073.6 kilos. In the facility capacity is below this requirement, adjustments are necessary. The second one is adjustment if capacity is insufficient. The first one, expand facility capacity. Increase the size of efficiency of the waste processing facility to handle growing waste production. Second, reduce growth ratio. Implement measures like recycling, composting, or waste reduction programs to show waste growth. The last one, limit population growth. Restrict the number of new residents or housing units. In conclusion, the design of water distribution system and waste management facility leverage arithmetic and geometric sequence to ensure efficiency and sustainability. The water distribution system uses arithmetic sequence to allocate decreasing amount of water to each house, ensuring the total distribute match the tank capacity while maintaining fairness. Waste management facility models the increase in waste production using a geometric sequence, accounting for population growth over time. For both systems to be effective, adjustment may be required, such as optimizing water allocation or expanding waste processing capacity to accommodate growth. By balancing this system and implementing sustainable practices like recycling, the project can support long-term residential needs while minimizing resources